Hello my fellow working class heroes, good day. I am Carlo and welcome to Carlo Excels. Today I introduce to you the SUMA, the Intelligent DepEd School Form 4 or SF4 template. These are the objectives of this episode. First, we're gonna have an overview of the School Form 4 template, and then we'll talk about how to download the template, and then we'll talk about how to input data into the template, and then we'll talk about how to get the printouts from the template. Before anything else, if you're new to this channel, hello, this is Carlo Excels, a channel that is dedicated to teaching my fellow teachers here in the Philippines Microsoft Excel. Occasionally, I also create Microsoft Excel tools like this that will be helpful to my fellow teachers. Please like this video and share this video to your fellow teachers and drop a comment down below. It'll really help with the YouTube algorithm and help those who are searching for this to find this. Thank you. So what are the features of this School Form 4 template? First, this template is usable for both public and private schools. Next, this template is usable for kindergarten all the way to grade 12 in just one file. Next, this template can handle a school year of up to 12 months, and this school year can start with any month. So if your school year started in August or July or September or October or even January or February, no problem, this School Form 4 template can handle that. This School Form 4 template can handle up to 390 total sections for all grade levels. So that's an average of 30 sections for the 13 grade levels. This template has a table input format. So with a table input format, it allows for easy updating, searching, and rearranging of grade levels, advisors, and sections. This template needs very minimal data input because data is carried over between the different months. And just like many other templates here in Carlo Excels, this template features automatic arrangement and automatic page formatting. This School Form 4 template is a Microsoft Excel template. It does not have any VBA code or macros, and it is compatible with Microsoft Office versions as old as 2007. Please note that this School Form 4 template is not compatible with Google Sheets. It cannot be used online. So you can please download this and use it offline. To download the School Form 4 template, please look at the descriptions down below. You will see there a download link, and when you click the download link, this is the screen that you will see. So on this screen, please click the upper right download button that you see here. When you click on that, you will download the zip file which contains the SUMA School Form 4 template. Extract it and you will get it. Please note that the SUMA School Form 4 template is free to download, distribute, and use. This template is meant for our school registrars so that it is much easier for you to do the School Form 4 and tabulate the various values there. If there are any admin level school personnel watching this, please watch this video, and if you like the School Form 4 template, you can endorse it to your school registrar or to your school, and you don't even have to teach them how to use it. You can simply lead them to this YouTube channel and have them watch the video so that I can teach them how to use it. And just in case, even though the School Form 4 is meant for school registrars or admin level personnel, if there are any school teachers who were assigned the School Form 4, well, this is for you as well. So if this is free to download, distribute, and use, well, what's the catch? Well, the catch is, please do not sell this template when you give it to other people. Please give it to them freely, just like you received it from me freely. And most importantly, this is a school form, it is a government form, and it is illegal to sell government forms. By the way, when you give it to other people, please give it in its unedited form. Please do not change any part of this template before you give it to other people. Thank you. When you open the SUMA School Form 4 template for the very first time, this is the screen that will greet you. So you first have to enter the general information of your school. So you first start with the region. So once you pick a region here, my dear teachers, when you pick a region here, the divisions for that region is also going to be available as choices on the next cell. So all you have to do is pick a region. So for example, let's pick a region from NCR. And then let's pick, for example, Mandaluyong City as our division. But of course, please take note that these lists for regions and divisions are based off of based off of DepEd's own database. So if you belong to a region or division that is not on these lists, you can simply enter regions or divisions manually. So after this, enter your school year. So let's just pick 2022 to 2023 right there. Then let's put in a school name. So let's type in a sample school name. So YouTube, University, Basic Education Department. Like this. And then let's enter a fictional school ID, 6 digits of course. So let's have here 9876654. And then let's enter the name of the principal or the school head. So in this case, let's have a sample name, Juana de la Cruz. Whoops, like this. And then please pick the first month of the school year. So say for example, we started our school year just like everybody else. Let's pick August as our start of the school year. But of course, please take note that you can pick any month as a start of the school year. In this case, let's just pick August for sample purposes. So after we enter all of our general information, it's time for us to enter the data of our classes, of each section for all of the grade levels. So to do this, let's proceed to the input sheet part. Please look at the lower left corner of the screen. You will see there the input sheet, and you click on that to go to the input sheet. So this is the input sheet, my dear teacher. So let's first start by discussing the parts of this input sheet. So you have here, this is where we put in the grade level. This is where we input the section, the various sections, and then this is where we put in the name of the advisor of this particular section. And then we have here the spaces for input for the month of August, which is the first month, and then you have the month of September, month of October, all the way to the 12th month of the school year, if in case your school reaches 12 months. So you have here the various columns for that data, and then let's start entering data. So let's start with a sample class. Let's say, for example, the first class I'm going to input is a kindergarten class. So you'll see there, you can please select K for kindergarten, or of course, you can select any of the grade levels from 1 all the way to 12. So let's say kindergarten, and let's say, for example, the first class's name is Matatag, like this. And the advisor's name is, I don't know, let's say, for example, Pedro de la Cruz, like this. For the next few spaces, please enter the average attendance and the average percentage of attendance for this particular class. So this column is for the males, and this column is for the females. This data, of course, can be found on the SF4, alright, the school form 2 of this particular class. So I entered their sample data. Let's say, for example, this comes from the school form 2 of this particular class. Next, we have our enrollment. So how many students enrolled to this particular class during the month of August? Please take note that the enrollment we're looking for here is both before and after cutoff. For as long as they enrolled, whether they were late, they were late meaning they were after cutoff, meaning the first Friday of classes, or they were before cutoff, please enter it here. Please take note that we are only talking about enrollees or even late enrollees. We're not yet talking about transferred in students, just the enrollees. So let's put in here sample data. Say, for example, we have 17 males and 16 females who enrolled in our school during the month of August. Next, for this month, if you already have students who are no longer participating in school activities, this is where you put here the number of males who are NLPA and the number of females who are NLPA. Please take note that death or mortality, the death of the student, is also an NLPA or a part of the NLPA. So what you have to enter here are NLPAs that are not death, all right? So enter here non-death NLPAs, because death itself over here has its own separate column. So again, put in here the number of males who are NLPAs and the number of females who are NLPAs, except the ones who unfortunately died. And then if you have students who unfortunately died, this is where you put the number of males and the number of females for the month. Next, for transferees, if you have transferred out students, people who transferred out even during the month of August, first month, if just put in here the number of students who transferred out, both male and female, and the number of students who transferred in, both male and female. So once you enter all of this data, the template is going to automatically tabulate the rest of the entries of SF4 for you. So let's assume for a moment that section Matatag with advisor Pedro de la Cruz does not have any NLPAs transferred out, transferred in, or thankfully no deaths during the month of August. So let's proceed to inputting data for the month of September. So we have here already the average attendance and the average attendance percentage for the month of September. And once again, this comes from the SF2. Now, please take note, my dear teachers, that once you enter data for the month of September, the only data you're supposed to enter are the late enrollees, as you can see here on the screen, the late enrollees, the non-deaf NLPAs, the transferred out, the transferred in, and the deaths for this month only. All right, you only have to enter the data for this month only. Good if there is no data to good for you if there is no data to enter in the first place. But what the template is going to do is it is actually going to carry over the enrollment from the previous month and then do all of the necessary calculations if there are any, and then transfer them over to the next month so that you don't have to do it yourself. Again, all you have to do is to enter the data for the current month, if in case there are any. Now, please note, my dear teachers, that late enrollee is not the same as transferred in, all right? A late enrollee is somebody who just who enrolled late in this school, and a transferred in is somebody who actually was enrolled in another school during the current school year and just transferred into our school. In fact, during our discussion on the SF2 in this channel as well, I already discussed late enrollees and transferred in. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm just going to take an excerpt of that explanation and then place it in this video as well, starting the next one. So let's compare a late enrollee from a student who transferred in, or a transferee. So what is a late enrollee? First of all, for late enrollees, it doesn't matter which school the student enrolled in during the previous school year. So in other words, it doesn't matter whether the student is an old student or a new student. The student is a late enrollee when the student did not enroll in any school year aside from your school during the current school year. But the student enrolled after the first Friday of the start of classes during the current school year. In other words, the student enrolled late, but the student was not from another school during school year 2022 to 2023. During school year 2022 to 2023, the student did not enroll in any other school. He just enrolled in your school, but he enrolled late. That is a late enrollee. On the other hand, this is what transferred in means. First of all, once again, it doesn't matter which school the student is enrolled in during the previous school year, whether the student is an old student or a new student. The thing that you have to watch out for transferred in students is, during the current school year, meaning, for example, school year 2022 to 2023, the student enrolled in another school first in 2022 to 2023, and then transferred out from that school and then transferred into our school during the same school year. In other words, for late enrollees, they did not come from another school during the same school year. For transferred in students, they did come from another school during the same school year. So, okay, if you're still confused, sir, I still don't know the difference between a late enrollee, and the transferee. So, how am I going to set the students in my SF2? Well, the one thing I can tell you, my dear teachers, is ask the registrar. The registrar is the best source of information to find out whether the student you're concerned with is a late enrollee or a transferee. Ask the registrar. So once again, please enter the late enrollees, male and female, in these spaces, and the transferred in students, male and female, in these spaces. All you have to do is just to determine which are late enrollees and which are transferred in. And then of course, for the next months, that is exactly what you have to do. Just enter for every class, just enter average attendance, and then all you have to do is enter late enrollees, non-deaf NLPAs, transferred out, transferred in, and any deafs just for the current month. And again, the template is simply going to carry over data from the previous month and then add it or subtract it or whatever is needed to the current month, as the case may be, so that you don't have to do it yourself. Alright, so what we have now on the screen is the template now full of sample data. Alright, so say for example, we have here 30 sections for kindergarten, 30 sections for grade 1 to all the way to grade 12. So 30 sections each for all of these. At the same time, you have the sections. For example, if this is a Catholic school, all of the sections are named after saints, and then you have here different names for the advisors, and then you have here, of course, sample data for month 1. You have here the enrollment data for each of these classes, and then of course NLPAs transferred out, transferred in, or any depths, sample depths for these sections. So for the month of September, as you can see here, once again, all you have to do is simply input how many happened during that particular month. So you have here for month 2, month 3, month 4, all the way to month 12 over here. Now, please note, my dear teachers, that this template has an auto-arranging feature. Please take note, no matter how you choose to arrange the data you input here, later on, when it comes to the printable format, the template is always going to auto-arrange this, all right? It's going to auto-arrange this first by grade level and then by the section alphabetically arranged. So, you will see it later what I mean by that. But at the same time, my dear teachers, please take note that the input sheet over here is also in tabular form. Do you see these small arrow buttons right here? Those are filters actually. So say for example, if you're going to input and you're looking for a particular section, and of course, you have a lot of sections here, so it's going to be hard for you to find a particular section. All you have to do, my dear teachers, is you can simply arrange this. You click on this small button here and then you can arrange this A to Z or Z to A. If you pick, for example, A to Z, you will now notice that sections are now arranged alphabetically, making it much easier for you to find a particular section that you're looking for. You can also arrange this, of course, by grade level, or you can arrange this by the name of the advisor if you're looking for a particular advisor. You can even arrange it by the smallest average attendance for each month, highest average attendance for each month. Whatever the case, it is much easier for you to input your data once you know that you can arrange all of this. And once again, do not worry, no matter how this part is arranged, later on during the output part, it will always auto-arrange this as far as the DepEd standard format is concerned. And once again, the DepEd standard format is levels first, arranged by levels, and then by sections arranged alphabetically. So now that we have all of our input data here, it's time for us to print our SF4. So to print our SF4, please proceed to the output sheet. You look at the lower left corner of the screen, you will see there the sheet for output. So click on that and you proceed to the output printable sheet. So here we are at the printable school form 4 template. So please note, my dear teachers, that this school form 4 template is already pre-arranged for you. So all you have to do is to do the following. So in this space over here, which says grade levels, just click this and then select a grade level. So say for example, we're going to select grade school like this, and you can see, of course, the first part of the templates have already adjusted and you already have the sections for grade school, again, already pre-arranged by grade level and then alphabetically arranged. The sections are alphabetically arranged, and then after you select the grade level, select the month. So select the month like this. So one quirk of this SF4 template is this. In the regular SF4, the summaries and the mortalities and the signature of the school head appears at the very bottom of the school form 4 template. However, I realized that this part is the most important part of the template because it has all of the totals, all of the tabulations, and if you're going to put this on the very bottom part, that means the people have to scroll through many pages before they get to the summary part. So what I did was I moved the summary to the first page, right, to the very front of the pile of documents, so that at least if the school or the Department of Education, later on when you submit this to them, if they need to inspect the data, all they have to do is to look at the cover of the pile, because this is on the first page, right? So you have here the summary of figures for all of the grade levels. Over here, you have here the summary of the figures, all tabulated, all pre-arranged for you. And then, of course, you have here the mortalities, and then you have here the signature for the school head. And after this, you have here the different grade school classes, all of them arranged for you, ready to print already. So let's try this just so you can see it. Instead of grade school, you can always also pick high school. If you pick high school, you have grade 7 all the way to grade 12, okay? If you want just junior high school, select here junior high school like this, and you will only have grade 7 to grade 10. Let's put it back to high school. So you have here 7 to 12, and then all of the sections listed down here are from grade 7 all the way to grade 12, as you can see here. Now, if you select here junior high school, you have here grade 7 to grade 10, and the classes listed here are from grade 7 to grade 10. Or you can just have senior high school like this, which only includes grades 11 and 12, and the sections listed down here are only for grades 11 and 12. And then of course, my dear teachers, if you after you print the month of August and then you already have the month of September, just pick September here, and you will see that the template already once again carries over the values from the previous month and then uses those values to add to the next month. So you have here a template that intelligently accumulates the data per month. So you don't have to keep on entering enrollment data. You don't have to keep on entering population data over and over again. So you have here month of September, and let's have, for example, the last month. So you have here our sample data full of transferred in, transferred out, and well, this is just a sample data, right? Depths here. So again, all you have to do is pick the grade levels that you need, and then pick the month that you need, and then it's all ready to print. So to print this data, to print these sheets, to print the SF4, you'll see here the reminder that this sheet is designed to be printable on A4 size paper, because as far as I know, A4 is the standard size for all DepEd documents, especially school forms. This sheet is designed to be printable on A4 size paper. Please don't change the page layout, page margins, and print area, right? It's all prepared for you. So please pay attention to this part. So we pick grade school, and then we pick month of July. So it says there active pages 10. So what that means is you're expected to print 10 pages total because of the number of sections that we have. So you can please just go to file and then print. Because it said there a while ago, active pages is 10. What you print here, as you can see, you can follow my mouse cursor, print pages 1 to 10 like this. So when you print pages 1 to 10, as you can see on the screen, this is page 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can see there. So it's all pre-arranged for you. No more resizing cells, no more changing the font size for everything to fit. No more hiding, deleting, adding columns or things like that. Nothing of the sort, because all of this has already been arranged for you. All you have to do once again is to select the grade level, select the month, and check out the active pages. Print just the active pages, and you're done. So before we conclude this demonstration of the School Form 4 template, once again, if you're new to this channel, hello, this is Carlo Excels, a channel that is dedicated to teaching my fellow teachers here in the Philippines Microsoft Excel. Also, occasionally, I create Microsoft Excel tools like this that will be helpful for my fellow teachers. Again, please like this video, share this video to your fellow teachers, and drop a comment down below. It'll really help with the YouTube algorithm and help those who are searching for this to find this. Thank you. So that's it for our discussion and demonstration of the SUMA Intelligent DepEd School Form 4 template. I really hope I earned your subscription today. Once again, I am Carlo, and this is Carlo Excels. Thank you very much for watching.